Hey friends, happy Monday and welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. This week I have super simple meals to share with you, one of which is new. It's a one-pot pasta dish and it was very good. So I'm excited to share that with you, but everything else was super simple. As always, any recipes that I mentioned will be listed out down below, as well as the instructions for any recipes that are my own. That's where you can always find those things. I usually make sure to put them down there. If there's something missing, then that's because I forgot, so be sure to let me know. But let's go ahead and get into this week's What's for Dinner. Friday night, I made these little pizza roll-up things. I had some crescent rolls in my fridge that were given to me, and I wanted to use them up, so I was like, let's make some little pizza rolls. So I am using 2 rolls of crescent rolls. I'm starting off with one here, and I have put them on a foil-lined sheet pan, and I also sprayed that with some olive oil so they wouldn't be sticking to that. And then I'm taking each crescent roll and I'm putting on half of a slice of mozzarella cheese and then a couple pepperonis on each one, and then I am rolling it up. And if I had more pepperonis, I would have done all pepperoni, but it turns out I forgot to buy more pepperoni. So on the other roll of crescent rolls, I ended up doing some Canadian bacon with mozzarella cheese, and I did it the exact same way. And then I'm spritzing all of this with some olive oil cooking spray, sprinkling on some Parmesan cheese, and then sprinkling on some garlic salt. Then I put this in a preheated oven to, I think, 375, whatever the package direction says for your crescent rolls, that's what temperature you're going to want to do. And then I cooked it for between 18 and 20 minutes. I think mine took right about 20 minutes to get the bottoms golden as well as the tops. And then I just served this with a salad on the side and some marinara sauce for dipping. These are such a simple, twist on pizza, and my family loves them. Saturday, I just made chicken quesadillas. This was made super simple by the fact that I bought the pre-made, fajita style chicken at Aldi. I had planned on using this for some lunch quesadillas, but then I decided I didn't want to make something from the meal plan and substituted it with the chicken quesadillas instead. And to go with it, we had some little guacamole cups, salsa, and chips. Sunday night, I made spaghetti, and I kept it really simple. Didn't make anything to go with this. Not any broccoli, no salad, nothing. I just was not feeling it this night. Wasn't even really feeling spaghetti for myself, but I knew everybody else wanted it and would eat it, so that's why I made it. Monday night is when we tried the new one-pot pasta. This is a one-pot cheesy smoked sausage and broccoli pasta. Now, I did adjust this recipe just a little bit for my family's preferences, but the exact recipe will be linked down below. I'm starting off here with a pound of smoked sausage that I have sliced, and I am frying that up for a little bit to get it brown and crispy on the outside of it. This is something that the recipe did not say to do, but I felt like it needed it. So once that was brown to my liking, and then I'm going to add in 2 cups of chicken broth, 2.5 cups of milk, and about a pint of heavy cream, or I did half and half. And then I added in some seasoning. I added in some onion salt and garlic powder and lots of pepper. And then I'm also adding in 1 pound of pasta. I did some tricolor rotini. And then I turned my heat to a medium high, and I simmered the pasta until it was starting to get tender. This took about 10 minutes, and then after the 10 minutes, I stirred in about half of a bag of frozen broccoli. The original recipe wanted you to do fresh broccoli, but I just didn't think fresh broccoli would get cooked to my family's liking in this. So I did frozen because we just always have some on hand, and that's what we prefer. And I let that cook for about another 5 to 6 minutes until the broccoli was tender and my pasta was cooked. And then you just have to mix in some cheese. I did a couple slices of American cheese and then some shredded cheddar cheese and mixed that all in until it was melted. And then this was ready to eat. This was absolutely delicious. I think everybody loved it. No complaints. It was cheesy, and there was sausage and broccoli, and it was just very good and a nice, comforting, filling meal. Tuesday night, I made a family favorite, which is like a copycat hamburger helper stroganoff. I'm starting off with 1 pound of ground beef in my skillet, and I'm going to season that with a little bit of onion salt, pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of rosemary, and if you can find it, the Trader Joe's umami seasoning. It has like a mushroom umami flavor, and since I don't add mushrooms to my stroganoff, I feel like that umami seasoning really helps a lot and give it a nice flavor. So then I'm going to cook that ground beef until it's fully browned, and then if you have any excess grease, you can drain that off. Then I add in about a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce and some minced garlic, and let that cook for about 30 seconds to a minute until that garlic gets fragrant. Then I'm going to be adding in 1 cup of water, 1 cup of milk, and 1 cup of beef broth, or I usually do another cup of water, and then some Knorr chicken bouillon. I was actually out of the Knorr beef bouillon, so I had to use chicken broth in this. I would have preferred the beef, but it just is what it is because I didn't have any. I have since gotten some. And then we're also going to add in 4 cups of egg noodles. I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then once it comes to a boil, I reduce the heat to a medium-low, cover, and let this simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes until your egg noodles are done and all of that liquid is absorbed. Then you can stir in about half a cup to a cup of sour cream, depending on your preferences. Taste it for more salt and pepper, and then this is ready to serve. We always serve this with a can of peas on the side. I season that with like butter and garlic powder and pepper and salt, and then some buttered bread, and this is like a true childhood staple. We would always have different variations of hamburger helper with buttered bread on the table and canned peas, especially canned peas with the stroganoff or the beef pasta. That was like the go-to side. Wednesday night, I made a taco flatbread pizza. So I've got these flatbreads that I bought at Aldi on markdown. I pulled them out of the freezer earlier in the day so that they could thaw, and then I am just sticking them on a sheet pan. It's okay if they don't fit on there exactly. I just kind of like shove them down in the pan, and then I stick them in the oven on 425 for about 5 minutes while the oven preheats so that you can just go ahead and start getting a little bit toasty. And then here in a bowl, I am mixing together 1 can of refried beans with a little bit of the Taco Bell mild sauce. I'm also doing some of the Taco Bell hot sauce and just mixing that together really well. I'm going to end up sticking this in the microwave and heating it up a little bit. This is going to act as the sauce for our pizza. When my flatbreads came out of the oven, I just spread on that bean and sauce mixture to be my pizza sauce. I've done other things like enchilada sauce or just like the Taco Bell sauce and stuff for our pizzas, but I like doing the beans because then it makes it a little bit more filling. So I spread that on, and then I put on some cooked taco meat. I had cooked this earlier in the day to make dinner super quick and easy. It's just ground beef with taco seasoning. And then I'm going to top this with a bunch of Mexican style shredded cheese, and then this went back in the oven on 425 for 15 minutes. Once it comes out of the oven, and then you can top it with whatever taco toppings you like. I kind of had to do different things for my family's preferences. So 1 whole one got lettuce, and then I put some lettuce on like half of another. And then I drizzled some sour cream on the one with the lettuce, and then half of the other one I did sour cream, not the part with the lettuce, because Elijah apparently doesn't like sour cream unless it's like in something. And then some Taco Bell sauce all over everything for everybody. You can put on some salsa, tomatoes, whatever you want. And then I just plated it up, and the kids had some salsa and guacamole and chips on the side of their pizza as well. And I think Andy did. I just wasn't feeling the chips and salsa. I just wanted pizza this night. Thursday, we had Cowboy Beans, which actually was not a meal that was supposed to be on this meal plan at all. I had actually already gone grocery shopping and gotten the stuff for the next week's meal plan, and I decided I wanted Cowboy Beans this night and moved something. I can't even remember what it was, but I moved something from this meal plan to the next one and swapped them because this seemed easier. Cowboy Beans is a family favorite. This recipe originally comes from my friend Jess over at Jess and the Boys. I will have a video link down below where I have made it in depth, and I will also have Jess's channel linked down below as well. But that is going to be it for this week's What's for Dinner. I hope that even though they were all super simple meals, that you got some new ideas. If you did, let me know which ones you plan on trying in the comments down below. And also leave me a smiley face emoji down there as well to let me know you made it here all the way to the end. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!